Everyone together. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Now one time, I guess, is good enough. Draya Namaskritya Naranchaya Narottam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Vajrayam Adhirayat Dasya Breshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhavata Sevaya Bhagavata Swamasake Bhakti Bhavati Naisaki Krishna Swadamo Bhagate Dharmagyan Visa Kalod Nastadri Shamesha Purnarka Danodita Sarvedanta Saramhi Shivatamishate Sarvasamritasya Nanyatrasya Ruchikasya Krishna Tuya Bhagavata Vivisarashaya Pratisake Pratikshari Nanartakai Premamaya Bhagavata Krishna Sriyanga Tate Kayana Yate Kubi Krishnanga Srimad Bhagavatam Puran Grantaraj Ki Jai. So this is Saturday Bhagavatam class, and this we're at 10th Canto, chapter 47. It's called Bhramara Gita. This is basically Radharani speaking. This Gita is spoken entirely by Srimati Radharani. It's characterized by a madness of speech. The Gita Press edition has an interesting footnote here. It says, it's interesting, it's kind of nice that we're recognized. It's a footnote of chapter 47 of the 10th Canto of the Bhagavatam. Is called Bhramara Gita. Bhramara means bumblebee. It means a big fat dark blue bumblebee. It's called Bhramara. A big fat one. They make a big big noise. So in the footnote of Gita Press Bhagavatam it says, Vaishnava commentators like Sanatana Goswami, who have actually seen these Leelas of Krishna and his beloved gopis by the special grace of Krishna, have said that the following, that the Bhramara Gita was actually spoken by Srimati Radharani. They say this on the basis of Agni Puran. So in Bhagavatam, in the Bhagavad Puran, it doesn't tell the name who spoke it. It doesn't say there are only spoke Bhramara Gita. But in Agni Puran it tells. Just like in Rasalila, it doesn't, Sukadeva Goswami didn't say the name of the gopis, but Skanda Puran describes what gopis are speaking, what verses in Gopi Gita and Pranaya Gita and whatnot. So the Gita Press is saying, Son Goswami, in the footnote, on the strength of their transcendental vision. These words that Radharani spoke in Bhramara Gita are in a state of divine ecstasy, Divyamad, which has no parallel anywhere else. You won't find anywhere in any poem or any spiritual writing, anywhere, any broad, anywhere description of the madness of talk of Radharani of Bhramara Gita, chapter 47, 10th Canto. It is special property of Radharani, who is the unique personification of Mahabhav and the highest and purest form of divine love. These speeches of Radharani are under the heading of Chitra Chalpa, which have been clearly defined in standard poetic works by Goswami Nilamani Rupa Goswami. That's pretty nice for comment. This is the purport of Gita Press. Glorifying Rupa Goswami is Stan Goswami. That's really nice. That's the continuation. So let's begin. Now this this fellow here, I think that's what it's called. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now, let's see, there's some little background of this Bhramara Gita. Krishna left Vrindavan when he was 11 years old, and he went to Mathura. He was living in Mathura for about 10 years, 11 years he stayed in Mathura. Then he moved to Dwarka. He established Dwarka and moved everybody there. So during the time he was in Mathura, Krishna felt, of course, intense pain of separation from Radharani and the gopis. So he sent Uddhava to Vrindavan to meet the gopis and to meet all the Vrajvasis with news about Krishna and to try to cheer them up and remind them and give them some consolation. So when the young gopis of Braj saw Uddhava, they were a little astonished because he looked like Krishna. Why did he look like Krishna?
He's blue.
He's cousin of Krishna.
He's like what? Does Chandravi look like Radharani?
Yes, somewhat.
Almost the same, I
Yes,
think.
okay.
No, don't get too minimalization on Chandravi. You have your prejudice, but don't project it on the objectivity of it, who she is. She's almost as beautiful as Radharani. So, what is the name of Vasudev's brother? Deva something. Deva Prasta or something, I can't remember. But the brother of Vasudeva, his son is Uddhava. So Uddhava is about almost the same age as Krishna, and he's same color, he's blue. And he wears Krishna's Prasadi beige, yellow chota, yellow dhoti. And he's a good-looking guy too. Yeah, he must look like Krishna, his cousin brother. So I go, we saw him. They said, he looks so much like Krishna. The guy said, Kone, who is this? They approached and surrounded him. They realized that Krishna must have sent him, so they went to a secluded place so they could speak confidentially. The inside talk. The gopis then began to remember the pastimes they enjoyed with Krishna. They put aside their ordinary propriety and shyness and loudly cried. Radharani noticed a bumblebee before her, and she imagined the bee to be Krishna, and she started speaking Bhramara Gita. That's a little introduction. Let's see how Prabhupada starts this Bhramara Gita. Everything's on the move. Nothing stays straight, the table's rocking. The place is rocking.
Dancing.
Okay. Since Krishna left Vrindavan to Mathura, Vrajvasis, especially Yashoda, Nanda, and Radharani, the gopis and cowherd boys were simply thinking of Krishna. And at every step, they were thinking, Krishna was playing in this way, Krishna was playing his flute, Krishna was joking with us, Krishna was embracing us. This is called Krishna. This is called Lila Swaran. Interesting term. It's really cool. It's the only place in all Prabhupada's writing you're going to see this term, one place. So what you guys do in Lila Swaran? It's right in the Krishna book, chapter 45. here, although it's 47 in the other one. Leela Smarana is a process of associating with Krishna, most recommended by great devotees. Even Lord Chaitanya enjoyed Leela Smarana association with Krishna when he was at Puri. Those who are in the most exalted position of devotional service and ecstasy can live with Krishna by always remembering his pastime. So you guys are the most exalted position of service. I just got initiated yesterday. You already went up there a while. Flying in the sky. Look at the ecstasy, your hair's standing end. They can live with Krishna by always remembering his pastime. Sri Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur has given us a transcendental literature entitled Krishna Bhavanamrita, which is full of Krishna's pastime. Devotees can remain absorbed in Krishna thought by reading such books. Any book of Krishna Lila, even this book, Krishna book, or teaching Lord Chaitanya, is actually soulless for devotees who are feeling separation from Krishna. What does soulless mean?
Consoling.
Huh?
Like consoling.
Consoling, pacifying, relieving, making happy, consoling, soulless. Put your soul back together.
Soul.
That Krishna and Balaram did not come to Vrindavan can be adjusted as follows. They did not break their promise to return to Vrindavan, nor were they absent, but their presence was necessary in Mathura. So this whole thing, he talks about Bob Day and all this stuff. It's not here, it's somewhere else. I forget. But they stayed in one form as the Bob Day. Krishna talked with Uddhava and politely requested him to go to Vrindavan, shaking Uddhava's hand with his own hand. I wonder. That sounds a little too Western. Okay, go to Vrindavan and do a good job. Probably held his hands, both hands, and his hands and both hands like this, you know. Like, whatever, fold his hands like this. Because Krishna is his Lord. Krishna is God forever. He would say, okay, I'll go there. And then Krishna would hold both of his hands like this, lovingly. The Prabhupada, see how to translate this in English, 1969. He said, my gentle friend, Uddhava, please go immediately to Vrindavan, try to pacify Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Devi and the gopis. They are very much grief-stricken as they're suffering from great ailments. Go and give them a message. I hope their ailments will be partially relieved. The gopis are always absorbed in thoughts of me. They have dedicated body, desire, life, and soul to me. I am anxious not only for the gopis, but anyone who sacrifices society, friendship, and love, and personal comforts for me. It is my duty to protect such exalted devotees. The gopis are most dear. They're always thinking of me in such a way that they remain overwhelmed and almost dead in anxiety due to separation from me. They are keeping alive simply by thinking I am returning to them very soon. So that's a little background to the actual Bhramara Gita. Bhramara Gita is also described by Jiva Goswami and Gopal, but the translation is so bad. I looked at some verses, I'll try to read it, but terrible. Terrible translation. So let's see. So that's the introduction. But the actual Gita in chapter 46 of Krishna book, which in the Bhagavatam is 47. In every edition of Bhagavatam is 47. So let's get to it. New juggling act. Okay. See how your book, turn to verse 11. Chapter 47, verse 11. You have to look at the index and see what page it's on. What page is it on?
492.
492. So verse 11, I'll just read it. Kachin madhukaram dristva dayanti Krishna sangamam priya prastapitam datam kalpa yit tvedam abravit. One gopi, while meditating on her previous association with Krishna, saw a bumblebee, Madhukar, before and imagined it to be a messenger sent by her beloved. Thus she spoke as follows. What is AK? AK-47.
Sleeping.
Sleeping, you sound like machine gun. Kachit means, the word kachit means a certain gopi. This gopi is Radharani. This is proven in Agni Purana. The verses quoted from Agni Purana by Jiva Goswami. This is a verse from Agni Purana. It says, at dawn, when the gopis inquired from Uddhava about Krishna's Leela, only Radharani was immersed in thought of Krishna, withdrew her interest in the talks. Every gopi was interested to talk about Krishna and Mathura. Radharani just got lost in thoughts of Krishna. Only Radharani. Radharani started speaking in the midst of gopi girlfriends. Her words were full of transcendental knowledge and expressed the ultimate understanding of the Vedas. And Gita 15:15, what is that? Sarvasya.
Sarvasya chaham vidisannivisto mattas vikirjnanamohanam cha vedeshcha sarvaidhameva vedyo
Vedanta. By all the Vedas I am to be known. To know Krishna is to love Krishna. And thus Radharani, by her own example and words, revealed her supreme love for Krishna. Having quoted the above verse from Agni Purana, Jiva Goswami also quoted AK is dancing. The Sringatama Upanishad. Yam sarve devat namanti moksha mokshava brahmavadinas cha. All the devatas and all transcendental philosophers who desire liberation bow down to Krishna. We should also do the same. Okay, now what is the meter of this Bhramara Gita? That has to be discovered. No, verse 12, the meter, the verse 12, the stars.
Yes.
Maybe it's like 6 goes on. Marupa Gita Vadama Srisha No. Marupa, maybe it's Malati. Marupa Gita Vadama Srisha Sabatya. Kushavila Kukan. I think it's Malati.
Malini.
Let me see. Malani. Goranasya. Nija Nikata. Do you have your chart? Oh, I lost it. I forgot it. It's home. Bad girl. Where's mine? That's a bad question. Oh, I better be quiet. I think mine, maybe it's in the bag or something. No, I got it. That's the points of the words. You put it back there.
At home.
Keep it in the monitor. Look what I did. I trim it and get it laminated. Hey, look. You trim out the extra stuff and get it laminated. Here's full page. Yours is the kind of laminated. Half fake lamination. Indian style. Okay, I think it's Malani. Like so many Astakams during Kartika that we chant are Malani Chandas. Nija Nikata Nina go down to. So it goes like this. Go Yuchu. Then Uvat Govi Uvacha. Madhavakita Vando Ma Sri Shangam Sapatya.
Madhupakitava bandho mastu sangrim sapatnya.
Goes Madhupakita Vando Ma. There's a pause. Sri Shangam Sapatnya.
Madhupakitava bandho mastu sangrim sapatnya.
Kusha Vilulita Malakunkama Swashishivirna. There's a pause after Kunkam.
Kunkuma samshubhirna.
Vatu Marupatistan Maninam Prasadam.
Madhuvati Mahanidhi Prasadam.
Yadisarasi Vidamyam Yasyadutaswamidrik. Idrik. You'll get it, because I think the whole Bhramara Gita is Mani Chandas. It's Marapakita Bandava, and it's pause, like that. Okay, read the translation.
The Gopi said,
Radharani said,
Radharani said, O honeybee, O friend of the cheater, don't touch my feet with your whiskers, which are smeared with the kunkuma that rubbed down to Krishna's garland when it was crushed by the breast of rival lover. Let Krishna satisfy the women of Mathura. One who sends a messenger like you will certainly be ridiculed in the Yadus assembly.
ridiculed.
Ridiculed.
Okay. So Radharani is being nice to Krishna. She starts off with a bang. So let's see another translation. We'll look closer at the verse. One of the gopis namely Radharani, was so much absorbed in thoughts of Krishna by dint of her personal touch with Krishna that Radharani actually began to talk to a bumblebee which was flying here and there trying to touch her lotus feet. Srimati Radharani took the bumblebee to be a messenger from Krishna and began to talk as follows. Bumblebee, you're accustomed to drinking. Anyway, this translation. You're accustomed to drinking honey from the flowers. Therefore, you have preferred to become a messenger of Krishna, who is the same nature as you. What does that mean?
Because the bumblebee go in one flower after another and another. It's pickled.
Krishna is being compared to a bumblebee. Madhava means Madhukar means Madhusudan. Bumblebee goes from flower to flower, drinking the nectar. Krishna goes from gopi to gopi to gopi, drinking the nectar to the lips. So that's why he likes to be a messenger of Krishna, because Krishna is the same as him. Maharaj said, I see on your mustache red powder of kumkum, which was smeared on the flower garland of Krishna while he was pressing the breast of some other girl who is my competitor. You are feeling very proud by touching that flower garland. Now your mustaches have become reddish. You have come here carrying a message for me. But you're anxious to touch my feet. But my dear bumblebee, let me warn you, don't touch me. I don't want any messages from your unreliable master. You are an unreliable servant of an unreliable master. That's her greeting to the bumblebee. Not too friendly. Seems like it. So let's see what Gita Press has to say about it. Musing over a past union with Krishna, and presently perceiving a black bee before her, Radharani fancied the bee to be a messenger dispatched by Krishna, her darling, and spoke as follows. This Radharani spoke. Radharani said, "Oh, black bee." Madhava, his first word is what? Madhava. Madhava means one who takes honey. Oh, friend of Krishna. Oh, a treacherous lover. What's the word for treacherous lover?
Kitava bandhu. Kitava means cheater.
Kita, treacherous. Kita means cheater. Treacherous lover. Do not touch my feet by way of supplication with your mustache like tentacles tinged red with saffron of the garland of Krishna pressed against the breast painted with saffron of our rivals of Mathura. What are Mathura rivals called? Mathura Ramanis. Ramanis means lovers. Those loose girls of Mathura. So how does it work out here? Where does the saffron come from?
The garland.
No. Comes from the breasts of the girls of Mathura, and Krishna embraces them with his Vaishyanti mala made by Vasanti. And then he gets all red stuff on it. And then the bee lands on the mala and drinks honey and picks up some of that saffron on his fur, on his body. And he comes over all right. Radharani is a very good detective. She busts Krishna. So she's not falling for this messenger. Is exposed. Caught red-handed. Caught saffron-handed. She's telling exactly play by play. Like a very good detective. You got that red stuff on your mustache, which came from saffron, which is from the breast of the girl's Mathura, which is breast of the girl's garland. So you got put all the pieces together. Women are good at this stuff. Women are very expert at putting all the pieces together. Because they have more gray matter than men do. It's proven by science. So the brain works very logically. That's why they become CPAs. What's CPA mean?
I don't know.
Your education is useless. The certified public accountant. What do you know, anyway? That's the guy who, what good are you? Go in the corner and meditate. That's a good thing for you. Krishna will meet you in the corner one day also. Krishna will corner you. So let that Krishna, the chief of the mothers, whose messenger you are, who is distinguished by such characteristics as have been depicted just now, the saffron for those proud ladies of Mathura, who would be the object of ridicule among the others. What will you gain by conciliating us rustic women of Braj? Rustic women. They're saying, what is this bunch of village girls now? You know, the high-fi, high society, Moscow girls, you know. With their fancy earrings and diamond rings and pearl necklaces. We just wear Gunjamal and Tulsi Mala and Vaijayanti. That's pretty amazing, Radharani speaking there. Let's see what commentary we have here. Hey Radhesham, page 90. There's 90, Bhramara. Okay. No kids here, sorry. Kids are all nursery school. They're all grown-ups. Grown-up. Really grown up. Grown wrong, I think. Okay, verse 11. Mahanidhi. Verse 12. Sri Swami says, "O honeybee, O friend of a wicked cheater." That's a nice way to greet somebody. You friend of a wicked cheater, don't touch my feet. Don't offer obeisance to me and don't pray to me. And if you ask, what is this about? Radharani replies by conjecturing a reason for the redness of the whiskers of the bees. Because the bee's complexion is the same as Krishna. Bhramara, you know what color Bhramara is?
Bluish black.
Brahma, golden.
Krishna color.
No, serious, I'm asking a serious question. There's two kinds of bees.
Bees. I was in Brahma. Brahma.
Not Brahma.
Bhramara.
Not Brahma. Bhramara. What color is he?
Black, almost all, total black, and with that white or yellow and black.
No, no yellow.
No.
He's totally black. But he looks black blue. Has a blue sheen. What color is Radharani's hair?
Bluish black.
Black and dark blue, like.
There's a verse in Dhanurastakam that describes the Krishna's black hair as a reddish tinge. It says Rakta, there's one line. Krishna has black hair, Radharani has black hair, but her hair is bluish black. You see a light, you see some sham. Why?
Because she thinks about
Thinks
Krishna.
about-
You always think of sham.
Yes.
But Krishna's hair is black but reddish colored. Why?
Fit Radharani's. Because he dies.
Sneha,
Raga.
Sneha, Man,
Pranaya.
Pranaya, Rag, Anurag. Because Krishna has Anurag for Radharani. And Anurag, the color of Anurag is that girl's scarf over there. But we have a question for her privately. We'll ask after class, who's your Anurag for? So, the V's complexion is the same as Krishna. And the V was landed on a garland, was crushed by Krishna, embracing the breast of Radharani's rivals in Mathura. Nevertheless, let that Lord of the Monitors bring satisfaction to those proud women in Mathura. What need does Krishna have to satisfy us? He is an object of ridicule in the assembly of the others. Why is that? Why is Krishna criticized among the others in Mathura? Radharani is saying he's criticized. He says, the verse says to be ridiculed. Why? Anybody who sends a bee for a messenger is a jerk. You gotta be cracked, you gotta be drunk yourself. If you say, hey, bee, you know how to fly. Fly to Barcelona and see a beautiful girl and talk to her for me, okay? I think Krishna's... So somebody in Yadu said, Krishna, what did Krishna do this morning? He talked to a bumblebee, he told him to go to Mathura. I go to Vrindavan and give a messenger on him. What a guy, dude. That guy was in Vrindavan so long he became a cow. Became a cow. Got a Pashu booty. He got a booty. Booty means intelligence. Pashu means animal. He got a cow brain. So we ridicule on the Yadavas. Radharani's really giving him saucy. Oh, you've been done. The verse begins with Madhupa. You can see in verse 12 begins with Madhupa. which means arrival lady, or a woman, or arrival love of one woman or other whom Krishna is enjoying today or tomorrow. That's Sri Swami's commentary, verse 12. Jiva Goswami, he describes, he has this verse also in his Gopal Champu part, I don't know what part, 1 or 2, whatever. It's called Mistaking the Bee for a Messenger. And that's on page 724. Here's a little introduction to this chapter of Bhramara Gita to paint the picture a little more clearly what's going on. Pretty amazing. When Uddhava met the gopis near Nandagram, the gopis' hair was untied. In Vedic culture, when a husband dies, does a woman braid her hair anymore?
No.
Yes or no?
No, they used to jump into fire.
Well, that's sati, right? It's not in Shastra, but that was done. But if they're alive, what are you saying?
No.
You don't know anything. You're saying, why are you saying that?
What I see in the Irada when they like shave head. But
No. Well, that's the widows or something.
I don't know.
There's something about, are you saying that if the woman doesn't do sati, she leaves her hair loose? I'm asking a question. Husband dies, the wife doesn't do sati, does she have loose hair or braided?
Loose hair.
Huh?
Generally loose hair.
That is not confirmed to me, but generally
What's the answer? No one knows.
they used to shave the head.
Shave?
Hair. They cover this. They covered with the white saree and shave the hair.
Kunti Devi, I don't know. Kunti Devi statement, I'm not sure about. I'm just remembering.
Anyway, gopis, they weren't married anyway. Their hair was untied, their clothing was soiled, dirty, and their effulgence was dull. They looked like covered with smoke and ash. They're supposed to be golden skinned. Why was their clothes dirty? I heard other descriptions that the gopis never changed their clothes after Krishna left. Why?
Smell.
Right. The clothes of the gopis had the fragrance of Krishna's body from the time that Akrura came to take Krishna Balaram out of Vrindavan to Mathura. So they're all holding the horses and holding Krishna and grabbing him, and so their dresses were saturated with the fragrance of Krishna's body. Gopis' eyes were restless, looking for Krishna. Their breathing was heavy, and their lips were cracked, and their faces were dried up. They appeared like deer frightened by a forest fire. They were staring at Uddhava for a long time. The gopis were astonished because he looked like Krishna. His arms were long, cylindrical and strong. He had lotus eyes, a moon-like face. It was the age of new youth. He was like a teenager, like young, like Krishna age. What more can be said? He had makar earrings on his ears. Krishna Prasad earrings. Long black hair. Seeing him, they mistook him for Krishna. They remained motionless like pictures for a long time. Sometimes the gopis saw Krishna in lifeless objects like a tree. Like a bent, they see a tree bent, so like a small tree bent, they would think it was taken for Krishna. But they never saw Krishna and other men, since their nature was to uphold Dharma, because they were fully surrendered to Krishna. They didn't, although there were so many men around in Vrindavan after Krishna left, they didn't see anybody to remind them. They didn't see anybody to remind them of Krishna. Sometimes they see a tree bent like a tall tree, dark blue, black-looking bark, and bent in a certain way. They would mistake that tree to be Krishna. So this is the situation when they met Uddhava. Let's see. This is Radharani from Gopal Champa, verse number 12. I think so. Radharani is conjecturing. This bee is coming from Mathura's humming and shaking its head. It must be Krishna's messenger. He's come for some purpose. So Radharani thought, first I will scold the bee, give him the sauce. Then she spoke, ugh. Why are you coming from Mathura and act so brashly in front of me? Go away to the forest. Looking at the bee with a cruel glance, Radharani said in derision, you rascal, since you drink liquor, you are called a liquor drinker. What's the word for liquor drinker?
Madhupa.
Madhupa. Madhupan. And Radharani laughed and said, you now enjoy drinking because your master is the lord of drunkards, is the master of Mathura. You're Mathura Nath. Thinking again, Radharani spoke roughly. Your relationship as a master and servant is not inappropriate because he's the master of drunkards and you're a drunkard. This is well established. You two are famous. When women are angry, watch out. They can beat you dead. They can beat you to death. Finding some other fault. Women are also good at that. Finding fault. They tolerate a lot, but you get out of line, then you're going to trouble. if they open their mouth, then Chusami number 5, you know. Finding some other fault, Radharani frowned and said, oh, Sakis, listen to this. This bee appears to be sincere in heart. but he also appears to be a cheater because he hums and shakes his head. But maybe this is not so astonishing. So Radharani addresses to me, "O friend of a cheater." Gita Bandhu was the thing.
Gita Bandhu.
Bandhu Mitra. Who's that?
Lakshmi.
I'll see you, money.
Yeah, sorry, good day.
See you, money. Hey, money bags. That's the raise in America. Some guy's rich. Call money bags. You got big kinds of money. So ridiculous, money bags. Right. You live a long life. If you're talking about somebody and they come inside, then they live a long life. As long as you're talking good. Pay attention. Why are you guys getting distracted? Sit down. So Maharaj said, "O friend is here. Why do you come here so freely as if with a pure heart? Go away. I'm not a friend of cheaters. You cannot cheat me. Do not put on false pretenses." Sounds like white or One must infer that the friend of a cheater has double the cheating propensity. Cheating all cheaters, he takes help of another cheater. Considering this, Radharani laughed softly, and then she saw the bee was trying to land on her foot, thinking it was a lotus. It is. She said, "Ah, you're a cheater's friend. Do not touch don't even touch my feet." And his bee started to fly away, because they better get out of here. When the bee was going away, Maharaj said, "Hey, what are you saying? What are you saying?" You go show you a good sense of humor, huh? Are you saying, are you saying, "Oh, mistress, I have come from my master, and touching your feet is most desirable"? Well, I mean, who wouldn't want to touch Radharani's feet? Let that be, crooked fellow. That would be allowed if my mind had not been dried up by previously finding fault with you. Now I see no obvious bad quality in you. Your whiskers are tinged with kumkum of Krishna's crushed garland, which was colored by the kumkum from the breasts of other women who compete for his association. A certain person carries on his chest the kumkum used by women. Another person with whiskers seems to have picked it up on his hairs. Because Krishna's relationship are based on silly ways, they end in vulgar conduct. Laughing, Radharani again speaks. Therefore, O proud bee, do not touch me at all. Or if you touch me, don't do with your whiskers. Moving your chin, which was red with anger, Radharani said, "What are you saying?" Now this is the bee speaking. O mistress, you are filled with the highest flame. My master has sent me to appease your anger. Because of hunger on the way, I drank some flower honey. It's difficult to reject. My whiskers got colored by pollen from the flowers. I'm an innocent bee. Why are you picking on me? I'm an innocent bee. Why are you picking on me? Let it be. The Maharaj replies, that is true for lies. One by one, take on the appearance of untruth. Therefore, who will take the words of a liar as true? Maharaj is not buying it. They really, actually, it's really not so bad after all. Maharaj said, okay, let it be. Be. We have no use in arguing with you. Wave your hands or even talking with you. O servant of the rascal. We have no use for Krishna's pleasing words or for sending you. Let the Lord of the drunkards accept the mature Brahmanis, whose anger is appeased, since both take shelter of liquor. The mature ladies are drinking, Krishna's drinking, the Babaji drinking. They're all drunk. So you can be a servant, since you have the name Madhu in your name. What is a honeybee called? Madhukar, who drinks Madhu Pan and then becomes a drunkard. Everyone becomes happy in associating with people of similar quality. It is seen that drunks, winemakers, and cheaters make each other happy. So you're like that. You're a winemaker. You're famous for that.
I never been.
Now you're a countryman. Tell your wife, man. Just name it. Okay. Laughing loudly, Radharani's gone crazy, you can see. She began scolding the bee with hatred. Krishna will become a laughing stock in the Yadu assembly because he has shamelessly accepted a bumblebee as his messenger. I don't know what this creature is, but this is what Maharaj said. A muskrat, a rat is like a muskrat may want to hide himself from others, but will be revealed by the scent emanating from his body. I don't think it's translated correctly. That's what I said, the best translation. Because musk comes from a kind of wild deer, not from. So my translation is a little wild. Oh God. Actually, he gives a very elaborate description of Bhramara Gita and Gopal. It's amazing. But this is a class on Bhagavatam, not Gopal. So, but it's nice if you have Gopal Chamba, you can read very elaborate dialogue. That's just basically, it goes on further. That's his version of verse 12. Pretty wild, huh? I don't think I have now. So, read the commentary of Vishnu.
Seeing the bee buzzing around greedy for the fragrance of her lotus feet, Sri Radha spoke impulsively due to the influence of divine madness. O bee, friend of a wicked cheater. Radha then enumerates the reasons why Krishna should be called a cheater. Krishna said, "For my sake, you all have given up everything to come here filled with loving attraction. Yet I have given you up. Please forgive me for this injustice I have done." Krishna also said, "You have surrendered yourselves to me with the highest attraction, and it is impossible for me to repay you." And while sitting on Akrura's chariot, Krishna sent a message to us gopis who were pained by the impending separation from him, saying, "I will quickly come back from Mathura." Because these statements are false, Krishna can rightly be called a cheater. O bee, as a friend of that cheater, you are playing the role of the messenger. Don't touch my feet. The bee, making a buzzing sound, seemed to say, "What is this? Will you not let me offer obeisances to you?" Radha said, "My feet will be contaminated if a drinker of liquor touches them. So if you want to pay obeisances, then fly away some distance and do it." Radha used the word madhupa, which means a drinker of liquor. According to the definition found in the Anekartha Varga dictionary, Madhu Madhye Pushparase. Madhu can mean either liquor or the sap of a flower. The bee seemed to reply, "Why are you accusing me of being drunk when I am faultless?"
Okay, read.
Radha said, "This is not just an accusation, it is true. It is true. Do not touch me with your whiskers tinged by the kumkum of the flower garland from another woman's breasts, which has been crushed by contact with Krishna's chest." In this way, Radhika ascribes such to the natural aloneness of the bee's whiskers. Radha continued, "The fact that you have come here to conciliate me, the maker of that garland, without even first washing off such kumkum, is indeed due to a complete lack of discrimination on your part, which is a sure sign of having been drinking liquor. You should have a sense to know that such an exhibition will only increase my jealousy, not decrease it." As the bee continued to hum, Radha thought that he was again speaking. In any case, you should be happy." Radha replied, "My dear bee, O protector of liquor, go back to your master, guard his store of liquor and drink some yourself. That is a good job for you, because you are too stupid to be a qualified messenger." While flying around and humming, the bee seemed to be saying, "I see you are finding many faults. Why should I listen to all this? Now I am going to Mathura. Let Krishna come himself and make you happy." Radha said, "Krishna has now become the master of all the Madhus in general. Although by his birth from Brajeshwari's womb, Krishna belongs to the cowhead caste. By some good fortune he has become a Kshatriya. Therefore let me always satisfy those Kshatriya women in Mathura. What use does Krishna have for us low-class cowhead women? But when Krishna enjoys one of them, another will become jealous. And when he satisfies the second, one at another will become jealous. So, thus Krishna have continuously satisfied them one after the other. Consequently, Krishna will have no free time to come here to see us. By the plural usage of the word Mahanidhi nam, Radha establishes that the women of the Madhu dynasty are countless, and thus Krishna should satisfy each and every one of them. The bee seemed to say, "You are the ocean of good fortune for Krishna. You should not speak like this. If his mind is not fixed on you, why he has sent me here as his messenger?" Radha answered, "You are the carrier of the marks of Krishna's love affairs with the Kshatriya women. Indeed, this will be the cause of Krishna being ridiculed in the assembly of the Yadus. When the news of Krishna's transgressions with the Yadu women becomes known, their husbands will scorn him, or else there will be ridicule against the assembly of Yadus, who are related to him who has messenger like you." In other words, Yadus will be condemned by other Kshatriyas in different countries because their women were enjoyed by a cowherd man. He who has a messenger like you is also Madhupati, the master of intoxicating liquors. In this way, Krishna must be a drunkard, since it is in the stupor of intoxication that he would have made a bee like you his messenger. All the words used in this verse arise from the different emotions experienced by Radha. The word Kitava, cheater, arises from Radha's indignation, Asuya. The word Sapatnya arises from jealousy, Irsha. The phrase Mas Prusha Angrin expresses pride. The words beginning Bahatu comes from Radha's desire to disrespect. The phrase Yedu Sadasi Vidambayam expresses Radha's urge to utter harsh words to decry Krishna's tactless treatment of her. This and following 9 verses exemplify 10 varieties of mad emotional talks. Chitta Jalpa spoken by impulsively by a lover. This verse illustrates the qualities of Prajalpa as described by Srila Rupa Goswami in the Ujjvala Neelamani. Prajalpa is speech that denigrates the tactlessness of one's lover with expressions of disrespect. It is spoken in a mood of envy, jealousy, and pride. Very strong.
Good combination. Envy, jealousy, and pride. Wow. Uddhava was seeing all that. Uddhava was hearing it, seeing it, and being amazed. Because that's what Krishna wanted to teach. Through Uddhava, he wanted to teach the world what is the highest extent of prema. So the highest extent of prema is Bhav, Mahabhav, Madan, and Madan. Madan is in separation, and becomes Divyamad. When you're separated from the lover, you go mad. When you go mad, you have 10 different types of variegated and colorful, amazing speech. Chitra means colorful, variegated, artistic, amazing. The word chitra has all these meanings. So chitra jalpa, jalpa means speech. Jalpa, jalpa. So chitra jalpa, there's 10 varieties, and they're all described and defined Ujjvala. In each verse of Bhramara Gita, Radharani is displaying one of those types of speech, one of those types of madness, Chitta Jalpa. So this one was called Prajalpa. So we talk about saying offensive. Prajalpa means useless talk, but it's defined more specifically. Envy, jealousy, pride. But usually in ISKCON terms, Prajalpa means gossip. Hey, you know, so-and-so's husband, this and that. This Brahmachari, she's not a Brahmachari. That's right. So this Brahmachari, he's borderline, he's Brahmachari creamsicle. He's orange on the outside, white inside. It's like ice cream. It's cream inside and dipped in orange syrup. It becomes like a popsicle. So he wears saffron cloth, but it's hard singing. Girls. Dangerous. Or there's opposite thing. You have it. Outside you're white, we're white, but inside you're brown. Whatever. So this is the first verse of Bhramara Gita spoken by Radharani. This train is Chitra Jalpa. Pretty amazing. Duta, what is the Vishnu Duta, what does it mean?
Messenger.
Vishnu.
What is,
Servant of Vishnu.
Duta means what?
Messenger.
Duta means carrier. What was the name of the boat that Prabhupada came on?
Jaladuta.
What does Jal mean?
Water.
So what does the word mean?
Duta means
Water carrier.
carrier. Yes.
Pretty smart, huh? Boat. Carry you all across the water. Jala dude. Vishnu dude. What's Yama dude? What does he do, Puerto Rican?
Yamaduta.
Carrier to Yama.
Carry the life.
Carries you to Yama. Just anybody wears flower gauze on their head. They go first. Second, anyone wears red scarf. Yama Vishnu, what's Hansa do?
Hamsa Dut.
Carrier of Hamsa.
Carrier. Hamsa carrier.
Hamsa carrier, it's himself.
Who's Hansa? Who's the Hansa do?
Rarupa Goswami.
So, Assam.
Uh,
No, this. Saraswati.
Who's Hansa do?
Hamsa is carrier of Saraswati.
Brahma.
Brahma, not Saraswati.
Carrier of Brahma is Hansa. What's more dude?
What?
More Ayyappa.
Kartikeya.
Kartikeya.
Right.
Kartikeya Ayava?
No. Ayyappa is different. Kartikeya is Ayyappa is different.
Kartikeya is the son.
Son of
More.
Ayava is Mahiwala.
Local story.
That's what they say. Sabari. Sabari.
Sabarimala.
Sabari. Ayava Swami. All the truck drivers in South India. Okay, I'll go to those guys. So it says Duta, the bumblebees are Duta. He's a messenger. Fourth line of verse 12. Duta. Okay, let's read verse 13. Second, verse 13 of chapter 47. Radharani's second delivery to the little bumblebee. Sakrita Darasudam Swam Mohinim Prayayitva Sumasra Eva Sadyas Tatyat Yache Swan Bhavadre Paricharti Katam Tatpada Padmam Nu Padma Yavivata Richeta Utama Slokajalpe. I take some water. Read the translation.
After making us drink the enchanting nectar of his lips only once, Krishna suddenly abandoned us, just as you might quickly abandon some flowers. How is it then that goddess Padma willingly serves his lotus feet? Alas, the answer must certainly be that her mind has been stolen away by his deceitful words.
Russia. So Radharani is saying that Lakshmi is a fool. Lakshmi is Pago. Why does Radharani say that? What does the verse say?
She must have fallen for the sweet words of Krishna.
She fell for that cheater. Krishna spoke some deceitful words, and now she ran away from Vaikuntha. Dumped her husband and got stuck under a tree. Imagine that you live in a golden palace served by 1,000 maidservants, and some guy seduces you by playing the flute. You come down to catch him, and you get lost. You're on a goby, and you end up under a tree, living under a tree. A little hard to digest. Those servants, all you get is a few bail leaves that fall in the tree. And in May, for 2 weeks, you get some bail fruit. The rest of the time, you bail leaves. That's where she lives, under a bail tree. Bail vine. Wow. So this verse Radharani says that Lakshmi is devoted to Krishna's feet because he's a fool. That's what it says, right? Why does she serve his feet? What kind of service does Lakshmi do to Krishna's feet?
Massaging his feet.
Massages Krishna's feet in the form of Narayan. Okay, Sakrita Darasudam. Nice verse. Sakrita Darasudam Swamalinam. Sudam Adara. What does that mean?
Adara nectar.
Nectar from the lips.
Nectar of the lips. What does that mean?
Kiss.
Kisses. And what happens when that happens? Moa. Calm, crowd, low, moa. Mohini. Look at that word there. See that word first line, Mohini. Mohini means danger woman. That's a class. Danger woman. Put it in bewilderment. Happens every time. Payajva was Pani Pyal mean?
Give me some water.
Water fountain. Pani Pyal. Payajva. Radha Krishna Padodakam Prema Bhakti Dhamma Bhakti Vai Pitva Shirasa Dharhamyam. Charamrita mantra. Yeah?
I have, yes.
You know it?
No, I'm learning.
Good job. Okay. Sumanasa, what does Sumanasa mean?
Pure mind.
Suman means flowers.
It also means pure mind, you're correct. But it also means flowers. Krishna Srovar, the old name is Sumanasa. What does Tyaja mean? Tyaja.
Give up. To renounce, to give up.
Yeah. Tyagi Sadhu. It's the second line, fourth word. Tatyaje. Tatyaje. Like Tyagi Sadhu. Tyaja.
Abandon.
What is Guru Paricharya? What does that mean?
Seva.
Third line, first word Paricharati.
Preaching. Like.
Spirituality.
That's Prachar. You're confusing the word Prach, P-R-A.
Vani.
There's two types of Guru Seva. What are the names of them?
Paricharya Seva and Prasanga Seva.
Prasanga Seva, Paricharya Seva. What is the definition of Prasanga Seva?
One.
Seva the
Personal
person.
body
That's
Paricharya.
hearing. Hearing.
Paricharya. Hearing.
Prasanga Seva is hearing. Single association with hearing.
Listening and following the instructions.
Prasanga Guru Seva means following the teachings and instruction of the Guru and hearing the katha of the Guru, and reading the books of the Guru, etc. Paricharya. Achar means behavior. Achar and prachar. Prachar means preaching, and that which includes achar. But prachar means speaking, preaching. Achar means behavior. So achar means one who behaves properly. So paricharya means personally behaving with the Guru. Serving paricharya means serving the Guru, behaving and acting with the Guru. Paricharya, serving the Guru, washing the clothes, cleaning the ashram, cooking, editing, all personal service to the Guru. Hearing and chanting comes under prasanga. Navada Bhakti means prasanga. Paricharya is a special category. Bhakti Sandarbha Yoga Swami says, by doing Paricharya Seva, one increases one's attachment to the Guru by serving the Guru personally. So it's a really good fortune to have that type of arrangement. Usually only handful of people do that. Have that fortune. I probably had 5,000 disciples, yeah, a couple of personal servants. So most disciples live and progress in bhakti by prasanga seva. It's a rare fortune. Like when I used to be I joined the LA temple. It was a very popular temple, probably came there many times. It was the world headquarters at one time. So I used to, the personal servants of Prabhupada, Harisari and others, they would always ask for some brahmachari to help them. So I would be asked to help sometimes. And I was appreciating how fortunate they were, because he would tell me, wash the beds. You know, just like, not really personally serving Prabhupada, but he was. So I got some remnants and stuff like that, but I always thought he's a lucky guy. I'm not that lucky.
When did you fall in love first?
What's that? Who's one?
None.
Who's one?
Lakshmi.
Okay, everybody got tomatoes? Yeah, all around tomatoes. Okay, throw 'em. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah. Keep all. Then you call anyway, cell phone goes. Okay. Okay. So what's the you read the translation already, yeah? So Radharani's. So he talks to Bumblebee and criticizes him. It's because you can understand it's called Radharani, it's called Divya and Mad. The word Mada means mad, means madness. So Radharani sounds, she's talking to a bumblebee and she remembers Lakshmi. What's a bumblebee got to do with Lakshmi? How's her brain working? It's not. Yeah, when you're crazy or sick, your brain doesn't work too good. So he said, be, O Krishna, abandon us, like you go to a flower and take it on and fly away. Krishna took our love and took our life and took our prawn and took our lip nectar and flew away. And then that stupid girl up there, Vaikuntha Rani, she looks at a bee, and then the next thing you're talking about Lakshmi and bee. Crazy. Radharani is so distressed. She said, why is this Lakshmi, why is she serving that Krishna? She must be a fool. Only a fool would serve this God. That's pretty amazing, huh? Let's hear what Gita Press translation is. Radharani is free, dynamic personality, huh? That's one thing you get to understand. Different idea of Radharani by Bhramara Gita. She's not the quiet person you make out to be, you know. Oh, what are we gonna? We're gonna place here. What verse? 13.
Yes.
Maharaj said, having allowed us to drink the entrancing nectar of his lips once, he deserted us. Innocent women, all of a sudden, even as a black bee like you will leave the guileless flowers. I wonder how Lakshmi, who is reputed to be very clever and discerning, continues to serve his lotus feet, which she would not if she came to know his infidelity and ungratefulness. Presumably, Lakshmi serves Krishna only because her mind is captivated. Alas, by the honey sweet words of our illustrious Krishna. But for our part, we've grown too wise to be deceived by any more of his false promises. That's a wise woman. She knows when she meets a playboy cheater. She's not going to get fooled by him. I love the Bhramara Gita. I don't understand any of it. It's way beyond me, but it's really cool. Okay, where's that 13th verse? It may be that Radharani purposely addressed the bumblebee sarcastically in order to criticize the Veshnura. Indirectly, Radharani saw Urva not only resembling Krishna's bodily features, but as being equal to Krishna. In this way, she indicated that Uddhava was as unreliable as Krishna himself. Radharani wanted to give specific reasons why she's dissatisfied with Krishna and his messenger. So Uddhava was like, what did I do? I think I came to the wrong place. I opened the wrong door here. Radharani addressed the bumblebee. Your master Krishna is exactly of your quality. You sit down on a flower, as you're taking a little honey, you immediately fly away and sit in another flower and taste. You're just like your master Krishna. He gave us a chance of tasting the touch of his lips, and then he left altogether. I know also that Lakshmi, who is always in the middle of a lotus flower, is constantly engaged in Krishna's service. But I do not know why she has become so captivated by Krishna. She's attached to him, although she knows his actual character. As far as we are concerned, we are more intelligent than Lakshmi. We are not going to be cheated anymore by Krishna or his messenger. Radharani is really great. I love this part. Well, I think I love this part. You get some good lines here for her husband. Prabhupada's commentary on 13. According to expert opinion, Lakshmi is a subordinate expansion of Radharani. As Krishna has numerous expansions of Ishtamurtis, Radharani has innumerable expansions of the goddesses of fortune. Therefore, Lakshmi is always anxious to be elevated to the position of the gopis. You guys are gopis. How is it possible? Read Vishnu's commentary.
The bee seemed to say, this yellow color of my whiskers is only natural, since I am a bee. It is not the kumkum from Krishna's association with another woman. What offense has Krishna committed? He thinks only of you and never looks at any of the women in Mathura, even while dreaming. Why have you become so angry? Radha replies, after making us drink the nectar of his lips just once, Krishna has given us up. That's his offense. Though Krishna had actually kissed the gopis many times by saying that Krishna kissed them only once, Radha expresses her extreme loving thirst out of attachment to Krishna. Radha continued, because Krishna's lips are full of nectar, in spite of our suffering, we have not died. Krishna previously considered, if all the gopis die of such torment, then who will be left that I can torture? So to prevent them from dying, I will make them drink the nectar of my lips. That is the meaning of Radha's words. Radha said, then after giving us just a taste of that nectar, Krishna immediately abandoned us. You should consider that if Krishna really wanted to give us happiness, he should have forcibly made us drink the nectar repeatedly. The buzzing bee said, but if this is the case, then why do you chaste ladies still desire him? Radha answered, that nectar destroyed our intelligence. By tasting that nectar, our hopes in this and the next life have all been destroyed. Krishna does not consider the saying, one should never cut down a tree one has himself planted, even if it is poisonous. What Krishna likes and dislikes is astonishing. Just as Vishnu made the demigods drink the nectar churned from the ocean, Krishna made us drink the nectar of his lips. Yet he also abandoned us just as a bee abandons jasmine flowers. The bee said, but when Krishna abandoned you, Was it your fault or his? Radha answered, just as you abandoned flowers, so Krishna abandoned us. Just consider whose fault it is. When a bee abandons such jasmine flowers, we are also famous in Braja as being like the jasmine flowers in the fragrance, softness, attractiveness, and purity due to our spotless, clean minds. Whereas Krishna is famous for being like a fickle bee, desiring only his own pleasure. This is not just a poetic metaphor, it is Krishna's fault of fickleness that makes him abandon a multitude of jasmines and become attracted to inferior flowers, only again to detach himself later from them. Why should we not become angry with Krishna out of jealousy, just as we would with the bee? The bee argued, it is well known from scriptures that Krishna is faultless. After all, Gargamuni, who knows the scriptures, has said that Krishna is equal to Narayana. Radha said, well, that may be, but how can that cover up what we see in real life such as the way he cheats others? Pondering this, Radha found a reason why Lakshmi serves Krishna. Lakshmi serves Krishna because her mind is taken away by any and all glorification of him submitted by ordinary, garrulous flatterers. Lakshmi is thus very simple-minded. But we, on the other hand, having been endowed by the Creator with the assets of insight, wit, and broad intelligence, are not going to act like her. In this verse, the words Payayitva and Mohinim show Krishna's deceptive nature. The word Satya expresses Krishna's mercilessness in abandoning the gopis. The word Bhavadruk indicates Krishna's unsteadiness, and the allusion to Lakshmi's being simple-minded reveals Radha's cleverness. All the words indicate Krishna's ungrateful nature and complete lack of love for them. This verse is an example of Parijalpa, which is described in Ujjvala Nilama. Parijalpa is that speech which, through various devices, shows one's own cleverness by exposing the mercilessness, duplicity, fickleness, ungratefulness, and other qualities of one's Lord.
Okay, thank you. Sri Swami comments. The bee says to Radharani, talking bee, but why are you heaping so much criticism on Krishna like this? Hasn't Krishna done good to you? To this Radharani replies, Krishna is evil-minded like you. You are just like you abandon flowers. How amazing. Why does Lakshmi service others' feet? Lakshmi, I know. It's simply by the false chatter of Ujjvala Sloka. However, we are not so not undiscriminating like Lakshmi. Radharani wonders, how does Lakshmi attain its perfection? Then Radharani compassionately conjectures the reason for Lakshmi Devi's success by saying Paricharati. Whatever, it's a little complicated commentary. That's all he said. Let's see what your Goswami says in this verse. This is verse number 13. Are you ready? Your Goswami had a lot of interesting things to say last night. Let's see what he says this time. He says, this is most astonishing. We can see another glorious fact. The Devi of all women, Lakshmi, who produces good qualities, serves Krishna's lotus feet. For it is experience that wherever Krishna goes, Lakshmi also goes. How does Lakshmi go?
Golden line on Krishna's chest.
What side of the chest?
Left.
The left.
What side?
Left.
Left side.
Why?
Because
Heart.
Shakti always stay left side.
We talked about it before. Right. Maharaj says, Lakshmi is straightforward. She does not know the deception of deceivers. Lakshmi desires only Krishna. This is the most unfortunate. Let the insentient lotus worship the indifferent cruel sun. But how can wise Lakshmi worship indifferent cruel Krishna? Radharani begins crying. What more can be said of Radharani's madness? Okay. Let's see what else we have. That's it for that one. So Lakshmi, Radharani, this is Brajabhav. Brajabhav, there's no Aishwarya, there's no formality. What is the main thing that's absent from Brajabhav? Absent.
Reverence, formality,
Reverence and fear.
fear.
When with someone you're very intimate with, there's no fear. Like this classic story of Rasila. Describe the difference between Radharani's Rasila and Chandrali's Rasila. Who will describe it?
Is this in Chandravali?
Chandrali's Rasila and Radharani's Rasila. What's the difference?
Steps on the feet. Radharani steps on the feet. Chandravali.
Chandravali is afraid of stepping on feet of Krishna.
Fear.
Fear, yes.
Dakshin Bhav of Lakshmi, of
Chandravali.
Chandravali, she has fear. There's some fear in her relation with Krishna. She's afraid of stepping on the feet of Madan. So she dances very carefully. Radharani dances like abandoned, just like doesn't think anything. Sits on his feet, doesn't hit him on the arm or whatever. Doesn't Krishna loves it. So that's because the intimacy is called pranaya. Sneha man pranaya. Pranaya means my heart is your heart is my heart. There's two bodies, one heart. Prana means heart. There's one prana existing in two bodies. One life energy is existing in Radharani's body, and the same life energy is existing in Krishna's body. Krishna's life energy is in his body and Radharani's body. So there's one, the two become one, and that's Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu means Mahapran, Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu means Mahapran. The great love of Radha and Krishna is embodied in Mahaprabhu. And that he's giving to everyone. Namo Mahabharanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Nane Gaura Chaitanya. So, now we'll do verse 14. Mani Chandas. I think so. Kimya Bhavasarangre Gayasi Tramya. No. Kimya Bhavasarangre Gayasi Tramya Dunam.
Kimiha bhavasarangre gayasi tvam yadunam.
Haripatim Agra. Haripatim Agri Grihanam Agrato Naparanam.
Adhipatim Agruhanam Agrato Napuranam.
Vijay Vijaya Saka Saginam Gitam Tat Prasanga
Vijaya Sakasakinam Gitam Prasanga
Shabita Kusharujaste Kavaya Yantishtam Ishta.
Shabita Kusharujaste Kalpayanti Stamishtam.
Read the translation.
O B, why do you sing here so much about the Lord of the Yadus in front of us homeless people? These topics are old news to us. Better you sing about that friend of Arjuna in front of his new girlfriends, the burning desire in whose breasts he has now relieved. Those ladies will surely give you the charity you are begging.
So Radharani is telling to get out of here. Telling to be. So it's a big thing nowadays, homeless people. Griha means what?
House
What does agriha mean?
without house. Homeless.
Without house. Agrihanam. Yarapati. Yaranadipati. So the gopis are saying they're homeless. What is the definition of home?
Shelter.
Shelter.
Resting place.
What do you say?
Shelter.
Like place
Shelter.
where you can stay with roof and with wall.
That's great. That's exactly the definition of a home. But I have another definition, which you probably not know. Home is where the heart is.
Jai Guru.
I left my heart
Vrindavan.
in Vrindavan. So why is Radharani saying we're homeless?
Heartless.
Left because Krishna gone.
Heart is God with Krishna.
The heart is in Mathura. There's a very interesting word in verse 14. Agrihana. Agriha, she's from Varsana, she has a palace. She has a palace in Yavatgram, also built by her father. She has 2 palaces to live in. 25 rooms. In Varsana, I don't know how many rooms in Yavatgram, maybe the same. And she's saying, Agrihana, I'm homeless. Because her heart is not there. Home is where your heart is. Where is the home of a disciple?
Guru.
Gurukul. Gurukul means the house of the Guru. Kul means house, family. So this is your house. This is your home. Home is where your heart is. Very interesting word. Adipatim. Yadanadipatim Agrihanam. Let's see what Prabhupada's translation of verse 14 is. Very nice to find out Radharani when she's angry. Angry and love, loving anger. It's the highest form of love, this so-called anger. You foolish bumblebee, you're trying to satisfy me and get a reward by seeing the glories of Krishna. But it's a useless attempt. We are bereft of all our possessions. We are away from our homes and family. The probably really elaborate on the word Agrihanam. He says, Adipati. Adipati. We don't have our pati. We're away from our homes or possessions. We know very well about Krishna. We know even more than you do. So whatever you make up about him will be old stories to us. Krishna is now in the city. He's better known as the friend of Arjuna Saka. He now has many new girlfriends. And they are no doubt very happy in association with Krishna. Because the lusty burning sensation of their breast has been satisfied by Krishna. And now they're happy. If you go there and glorify Krishna, they may be pleased to reward you. You are just trying to pacify me by your behavior as a flatterer. And therefore you put your head at my feet. But I know the trick which you are trying to play. I know that you are a messenger coming from that great trickster. Krishna is a transcendental trickster. Krishna, therefore, please leave me. Get lost, buddy. Beat it. That's colloquial language, slang language. So what does Mr. Gita Press say here? Let's see what we got. What do we see again? Where are we? Got so many markers here. What verse is it? 15? 14. Maharaj said, why do you six-legged one? Well, that's cool. Get your tomatoes. God, man, you sound like a flushing toilet. 14. Oh, six-legged one. Who's that?
The
Bumblebee.
Well, how many legs you have? They have 6. So I had one translation of this verse. Right, he said, you're an animal and a half. Right, he said, oh, bee, Bumblebee, you're an animal and a half. Animals have 4 legs. Cow, dog. Yeah, 6. You're an animal. Oh, 6-legged one. Glorify before us homeless people about Krishna. The most ancient one. Adipati, most ancient one. And he's therefore too well known to us to need any introduction. Let Krishna's stories be profitably sung in the presence of the blessed lady companions of Krishna. They will in return for your service confer on you the object of your desire. Beloved as they are of Krishna, and have the agony of their hearts soothed by his loving embraces. The agony of their heart is soothed by his loving embraces. It's very interesting. The gopis in this verse 14 are saying, Vijay Saka. That's translated as friend of Arjuna. But where's Arjuna? He's a Pandava. Where are the Pandavas in Vrindavan? How do the gopis know about the Pandavas?
సముద్రం నుండి మొదలు. From Krishna.
They must be knowing from Gargamuni, or Bhagavati Muni, or Puramasi. It's told about the future. But you go to Jyotishi, you go to Brigo Reader, he tells you about the future. In the future, you're a little bambino in Italy. You'll grow up and you'll leave this Italy, and you'll go to India. You become a little Manjari. Make flower garlands for eternity. That's how the future. So you tell your mother that, she said you're crazy. So they must have heard in the future you're Krishna. Well, I have a friend named Vijay, who's a nickname for Arjuna. So Radharani, first she talks about Lakshmi Devi, now she says, go sing about Vijay, go back to Mathura and sing about him there. We don't care about hearing about him. You're begging over here, we're not going to give you anything. Because we're fried with this guy Krishna. But you go there, you can get some pay. So let's see what Shira Swami says about verse 14. Okay, verse 14. Here we go. Sorry, so. Shira Swami, continuously humming your singing about Krishna to gain our satisfaction. But you should sing about him before those people are now his friends, his beloveds, those women who are worshipped by him. They will give you what you want. Jiva Goswami comments, Vijay means Sri Krishna. That's interesting. Vijay means Krishna because he's victorious, bring everyone under control. He is a friend, name of your friend. So now, this Sarara is telling the bumblebee, you're Vijay. You're Vijay's second. Bumblebee, you're a friend of Krishna, Vijay. So go back to Mathura and sing about it. So you should sing topics with that Vijay in front of his friends with who he's now playing. Because talks about him, we don't care about that. Now he's the sovereign of the elders. And he's won over the women of their capital, Mathura. Krishna will remove the suffering of the lust of the Mathura Brahmanis. So go there, get lost. So let's see what he says over here in Gopal Chambu. It's fun. Verse 7:27. There it is. It's okay. It's all fun. Okay, ready? Ready, fail.
Yes.
Radharani, seeing her misfortunes, she began crying. Seeing the bee humming attractively because of its nature, Radharani spoke another way. Oh, Sakis, this bee is showing arrogance. Look, look, it can't be trusted. It started to sing. This bee is thinking, I will soften Radharani's heart by singing. So Radharani said, oh, now I'll quickly chastise the bee. Oh, you four-legged animals are foolish. You got 6 legs, so you're more foolish. The verse has 6 legs, right? So Jiva Goswami's commenting, why 6 legs? 4-legged animals are foolish, you're an animal and a half. So you're more foolish. If not, why are you singing a brunch which is so full of misery? He who understands the hearts of others in the assembly and acts accordingly is quickly designated as a devata. He who does not, though a human, is designated as an animal. You sing here, why do you sing so much? He who sings excessively, not without understanding the feelings of the listeners, is like a dog. Bhramara is going to be a dog. Why? He's a dog bee. Or be a bee dog. Be a dog. He's not considering the condition of listeners, like a dog who barks and is beaten thoroughly. That's the right tail. Who's Jiva Goswami?
Gunaman.
Me.
No. I don't know. Vilas.
Who's that?
Vilas.
Right. Vilas Manjari. Who's Guru Manjari?
Gopal.
Ding dong. You sing. Why do you sing about the other king? A person establishes a relationship with an object, so he gets pleasure. Anyway, he understands the heart of his sender, sings loudly, either to avoid your consciousness. A stringed instrument is an example. It produces special effects of ragas, though it's unconscious. Angry mood roaring against smoke. If you say that Krishna established the relationship long ago in Braj, then you're a fool. Because you're singing about a worn out relationship. Because me is saying, look, I'll sing about Krishna. He was here in Braj for 11 years with you guys. You have a tight relationship with him. And Maharaj said, that's not true. That religion is all over. It's finished. You're talking about a was relationship. You're talking about a past tense. We're finished with that guy. Now it's a worn out relationship. The poets praise present relationships of praiseworthy people. Poets never praise the previously existing sons of a king. Right, if you're singing for making money, you have a thirst for money, then go sing in front of the Gitas of the Torah. Jiva Goswami has 40 of this Leela, and he sees Radharani speaking like this. Look, Mr. B. You came over to sing like a poet. We ain't got no money for you, B. You best be leaving. You best be getting out of here. You want to make money, go to Gitas and Mathura. They got big time money. Even they will do something to prevent the disturbance. O.B. From the sinful day that Krishna left for Mathura. The day Krishna left for Mathura is a sinful day. Pavatiti. A sinful day. We have conspicuously given up our houses. I've lost all desires. But you sing in front of us about no money. And what are you saying? Are you saying you also have no desires? Then why do you sing about Krishna, who should be condemned? That guy should be put in jail, beat up. If you say you're singing a traditional song, then sing a Purana. Why? What can I say? With 6 legs, you're a beast and a half. You're an animal and a half. So then you don't have any greed for money? With no money and no good qualities, you're doubly condemned. For a person who does not know places which yield or withhold money is not intelligent. Such a person has that bad quality which gives him the urge to beg for another person. Again, Rama, you spoke. Therefore, listen, you fool. So I'll give you some good instruction. You go to the friends. Go to Krishna's friends. And sing about the victory of your friend who is victorious in romance. The others will not be embarrassed by this. Cupid will increase the breasts of those women whose pain has been dissipated by Krishna. Hear the truth, enunciated by Bharat Muni, who wrote Kama Sutra. Vatsyayana. Excuse me, Vatsyayana. Giving up shyness, I will speak. Anyway, go on always. Big-breasted women become more blissful to the degree that lovers shows boldness. Hear about those acts of pleasure as enjoyable as the pleasure derived from direct experience of amorous acts. This is the conclusion of Kama Sutra of Vatsyayana. Maharaj knows everything. Laughing, Maharaj said, "Oh, B, you're shaking your head. Are you deliberating on this?" This Gopal show is really good. It's really amazing. Elaboration of the Bhagavatam. He's buzzing. Oh, you're thinking about this? The big breasted woman. This is the conclusion of Vatsyayana Muni wrote Kama Sutra. Except by begging for someone, what can my friends give you? Listen, I will instruct you. A person who wants something from another person asks that person for it. The asker may worry about the hesitation of the donor, but that increases his eagerness for the object. Thinking for a moment, Rara ignored the bee and spoke to her Sakis. "O Sakis, O friends of my life." What is the Sanskrit for that? Pranabandhu. Oh, Pranabandhu. Understand This is a flower insect. How can this stupid guy? He's talking to you. You got a penetrating voice, huh? Like an alarm clock. Listen, Seki, this is a flower insect. How can it understand the essence of Dharma that you're experiencing? That the bee says. He is listening. Oh, Devi, do not use harsh words against me. How are these Sekis dedicated to us and serve another man? You should be silent. He's your friend. Maharaj tells the Sekis to say to the bee. Listen, Seki, you should say to this bee. Yes, women are dedicated husbands, but no women in heaven, on earth, or lower worlds can control Krishna. The mothers of 7 children cannot give up Krishna. But do not say this like an enemy. Why do you criticize Krishna for his best qualities? He desires power to control everyone. Not having other qualities, he depends on Maya alone to make it happen. The cat renunciate. Cat That's so crazy. Maharaj continues. I know we're over time. I end this one verse here. Maharaj said, people define good qualities of Krishna's body in terms of the illusion created by his smile, eyebrows, and other features. But in Krishna's mind, there's only the power of illusion. But we say this out of compassion, not hatred. You should instruct all these women about Krishna. For a person pierced by a thorn prevents others from being pierced by thorns. A person who is not troubled by others' pain will not do so. Such a person is a thorn. It's a very wild idea here. So Rara was telling the Sekis to tell the bee that. Rara was worried that the bee would speak, so therefore the bee, Rara spoke boldly. O bee, why do you find fault with us by buzzing? Are you attracted to Krishna? The bee says. You ever talk to a bee? Hey bee, what do you be? What you be talking about, bee? What do you be up to, man? The bee said, Lakshmi goes without shyness wherever there is the dust of Krishna's feet. How is it possible for us to give up attachment to Krishna? Deliberating on this, Rara said, Oh bee, your intelligence is impure. You don't understand. First, Krishna controls Lakshmi in this way. If clever, first he controls the main person. Everyone then follows the main person. Anyway. Bhramara Gita ki jai, jai jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Gurudev.